Next one are improvement idioms, like to become better. How? So make headway. Make headway is make progress with something you are trying to achieve. Like the ship has to make headway against the heavy seas, or you cannot make headway in the countryside unless we perform this task, like that. A change for better. Change for better is to be optimistic. The like to change for better, to like have a situation where the change brings a better situation. Now, for an example, voters see the new leader as a change for better, or the new large print of in the book is a change for better, or any like expect a change for better in the job or status in the future. On the right track. So this is basically an improvement idiom where acting in a way that is likely to be successful. So you are on the right track. You can simply say it is our responsibility to put our children on a right track, or we haven't found the solution yet, but I am sure we are on the right track. Shed light. Shed light is to explain something in order to make it easier to understand. So you have to explain more, and due to the complicated equations, we thought it is a better to hire a private tutor to shed more light on the topic. Or you can say going through the scenario step by steps helps to shed light on it. Now, next one is best of both worlds, a win-win situation, the best feature of the two different things. Okay, so where you are getting both as a good options, you have best of both worlds. So if you decide to live in here, you get the greenery of the countryside and amenities of the urban life. It is the best of the both worlds, really. This can be one of the example. Idioms that to like to become worse. So this is basically like no light at the end of the tunnel. So it's just opposite to light in the end of the tunnel. Like there is no hope or no getting out of this difficult situation. And how to use it as like there has been a change. Sorry, so there has been a change for worse in the environment, and because of that we see no light at the end of this tunnel. So because of the environmental changes, and we there is no going back to it. Then add fuel to the fire. So this is basically making a bad situation worst, right? So how to use it is like there has been a change for the worse in the environment as more trackers reach Nepal. So environment is getting worse and worse, or like there is a change for the worse in the weather today. Then add insult to injury. What it means is, so to make a bad situation worse, like it's similar to that, and you have to like the examples can be first today work culture is stressful, and then to add insult to injury there is a great competition for promotion. Okay, or you can say people not only work late and give no time to their family, but to add insult to injury, many carry work home, right? Then bite off more than one can chew, that is try to do more than you can handle. By accepting two part-time jobs, he is clearly biting more than he can chew. Can be a good example for this. Then throw caution to the wind. What does that mean is to take decision without caring about the negative effect of it. So caretaker threw caution to the wind when taking the baby out of the house even though he was already sick. Okay, basically it is taking bad decisions. So or can be one more example is throwing caution to the winds. She ran on the highway road to board the truck. Turn a deaf ear. So this is to refuse to listen or to ignore someone, or don't pay attention. So you can use it as please do not just turn a deaf ear at their cries for help. Or you can say this was too cheap when Sarah turned a deaf ear to our insistent. Okay. Turn a blind eye is similar to not hear. This is not to see anyone's problem or to pretend that you are unaware of it. So as police officers, you cannot turn a blind eye to any of the illegal activities around you. You can use it like that. Or you can say A gang of goons was beating an old man, but instead of helping him, everybody turned a blind eye. Next is wash your hands off. So it is basically abandoning your responsibilities. So that job did not no good to me. I washed my hands off it few months back and joined another one. So I took my responsibility out of it. Then steer up a hornet's nest. What does that mean is you instigate something or you cause an up upheaval or to, uh, to commotion which possibly ends in anger and frustration. So you can say if you stir up a hornet's nest, you create trouble for others. Or the lawyer stirred up a hornet's nest when his client was not released even after he had provided the bail papers. He called the judge directly to speak about the matter. Next one is to show no change. Basically, these are the idioms which actually don't have any changes or any impact. So bury head in the sand. This is basically to refuse to think about the unpleasant situation and take yourself out of it, and hoping that it will improve on their own. Okay, so this comes from ostriches. So ostrich usually bury their head in sand at a difficult situation or when they get scared. So you have to use it as like stop burying your head in the sand. Look at the statistics on smoking and cancer. You can give an example to someone. Or Lata, you can't bury your head in the sand about your heart health. Please make an appointment with your doctor and get that fever checked out. Next one is sit on the fence. Basically, it is not take sides in dispute. So when there is a dispute between two parties, you take a neutral position. So sit on the fence. Schools sit on the fence. S- So schools cannot sit on the fence any longer. They need to make up their mind about banning mobile phones in the class. Or it is wiser to stop sitting on the fence and choose whose side you are on. You can say, okay, not have a clue or haven't a clue. So you don't have a clue on it or no idea on it. I haven't no clue why she left the job suddenly. Okay. Then there is don't count your chickens before they hatch. This is basically expecting a good result before it is actually you have prepared for it, right? So before committing to make a payment, wait till you receive the money from the bank. Don't count your chicken before they hatch. Old habits die hard. What does that mean is difficult to discontinue an old habit. Okay, it is like I have been going for a walk in the morning for last 10 years now, and old now old habits die hard, so I cannot stop going out because I'm already doing it from last 10 years. Or it is similar to this idiom, a leopard cannot change his spot. What does that mean is people cannot change who they are, so they cannot suddenly make a change to what their nature is. So he is bound to cheat in the exam again, as a leopard cannot change his spots after all. So this is a negative idiom where you can taunt someone that they cannot change because leopard can't change his spots. Next one is you cannot teach an old dog new tricks. So it is difficult to make someone do some change their habit when they are like doing it from long, right? It's same similar to we our old habits die hard idiom. So while dealing with his stubborn child, the teacher refused to give more coaching classes by saying that you cannot teach an old dog new trick. Okay, then let sleeping dog lie. What does that mean is it is best to leave a situation in if it is difficult or it is causing more trouble, right? So since my manager did not ask me anything and me coming late that day, I did not speak to him about it. It is best to let sleeping dogs lie. Status quo is the existing condition, to maintain that condition, right? So the countries are now trying to maintain a status quo with regards to their nuclear arsenal, which will help them in the situation getting any worse. Now these are